No matter who you are, you do experience bad days. Days where you just, feel like shit. Days where you feel lonely as fuck. Days where you just can't get out of a rut. It's completely normal and it's part of our day-to-day lives. But we all know how hard it is to get ourselves out of a slump. It kind of feels like one of those dreams where you're in an imminent threat and you really can't scream, you can't move your arms, you're just helpless and defenseless. But are you really? Is there a way where you can take control of your brain and try to get yourself out of those situations when you're in them? Let's talk about it. Let's start off by saying that whenever you feel down on yourself, it's not actually your fault. It's actually your brain inherently forcing you into that state of mind. Super interesting stuff. Your brain actually finds it easier to recall negative experiences than positive experiences. In fact, there was a study done at Harvard Business School where findings pointed to the ability for a single negative setback to have double the effect of a positive experience in terms of memory recall. So, for example, when you go on vacation to Florida and somebody asks you, how was your vacation? It's scientifically proven that your brain will automatically go into the negative experiences before the positive experiences. So say you lost your bags or the weather was bad. If I ask you, how was your Florida trip? You're probably going to bring that up first than the positive experiences that you've had there. And it's super interesting because those are little negative experiences that you've had in your life. Now imagine the big negative experiences that you felt, like bad family, bad friends, a bad childhood. Those big aspects of your early life really has an effect on your brain, and your brain goes right away into those negative points in your life, and you feel the way you feel every day because of that. And so your brain is actually tormenting you in a way by always recalling the negative. But is there a way where you can go ahead and rewire your brain? The answer to that is yes. Step one would be acknowledging and pivoting. So to acknowledge, you have to understand that it's not your fault. It really just isn't your fault. It's not your fault that your brain inherently goes to negative experiences, which changes your mental state. That's not your fault. And once you realize that, then you can start the pivoting process, which is adopting the idea of this too shall pass. And once you adopt that idea, great things happen. You relieve a lot of pressure off your shoulder as you start understanding that you are a product of your own environment. And once you realize that, you'll understand that maybe you gotta switch up your environment to switch up how you feel. One time I was really down on myself and I was speaking to one of my really good friends, and they said this: you can either go back and do the same thing you do every day and get the same outcome, or you can do things differently in the hopes of creating change. And that stuck with me till this day. A lot of the time we're hoping to wake up and feel better than yesterday. Yet we continue to do the same things we did yesterday, essentially staying in our comfort zone. How is your perspective going to change if your routine never does? By changing your routine, you distract yourself from those negative thoughts, in a way tricking your mind by doing fun new things like going out with friends, trying a new restaurant, just adopting new things to do. Even if it stimulates your mind to think positive just for a few hours, in the grand scheme of things, it's a few hours every day of replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts. And those days will compound and make you feel a lot better about life. That sounds like a win to me. Step 2, stop being so hard on yourself. Let's talk about the science behind rewiring your brain. Yes, the brain automatically goes to negative thoughts instead of positive thoughts inherently. Yet, you can definitely train your brain to do otherwise, and this process is called neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is a way to mold your brain from where it is currently to where you'd like it to be. And the way to do this is by exposing your brain to certain ideas and experiences repeatedly that will eventually influence your brain to change or mold. Now, the one caveat with neuroplasticity is it requires constant stimulation to achieve change. It's like when you had an exam on the multiplication table for math class. At first, you wouldn't know any of the answers right away. However, you would go home every day and study it until you memorized it all. Well, that repetition of going home and studying the multiplication table forced your brain to mold and memorize it. Neuroplasticity is an awesome tool for you to pick yourself up when you're feeling down. But I know that it could be hard to always think positive, because the thing with neuroplasticity is it will only work if you do it repeatedly. The only way to actually get there is for you to stop being so hard on yourself. You gotta stop letting your mind control you, and you gotta start controlling your mind. Once you start doing that, then thinking positive will be a lot easier because it'll become a force of habit. So instead of thinking of the one bad instance throughout your day, think of all the positive instances. Think of the fact that you actually woke up this morning. A lot of people don't get that privilege. You need to make this thinking positive a habit. Now, I'm not trying to tell you always be happy. It's okay to be negative. But once you allow your brain to control you, then you're at the mercy of your brain. And your brain doesn't really care about you. It just cares about surviving, okay? And if you're negative, you'll survive, yes, but you'll survive a really unhappy life. So take control of your mind. Don't let it control you. Last thing I really want to say is, I know life is hard. I know life can put you down and it's really hard to get back up. But you gotta get back up. And you gotta stop waiting for other people to come get you back up. Because nobody's coming. You gotta love yourself. You gotta stop being hard on yourself. And you gotta understand that there is a way. And you will get there. It will take time. It will be a bumpy road. You will get pushed down. But it's your responsibility to keep getting up. I know you can do it. Good luck. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you even clicking on this video and staying this long. If you like this type of content, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really trying to push out videos every single week. As you guys can see, I kind of did some things to my background. I got some lights, which look pretty cool. I'm gonna add some new things, and add some cool things. So visually, it's a better experience for you guys. So again, if you guys like this type of content, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the algorithm and helps me out. I truly love making these videos. I love making videos about insightful shit, to be honest with you. So yeah, if you want to hear more from me, go ahead and click that bell notification. It'll tell you when I post and when I don't post. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your time. See you in the next one.